Okay, so real quick, I just always like to bring kind of a tip from the field in a coaching conversation and just real quick explain something that I was able to help someone else talk through. And then most oftentimes when I help someone else talk through something, it even really kind of helps me in my own business because sometimes hearing things a couple of times, is what it takes for it to sink in. So here it is, recruiting. Everybody asks, Jimmy, how do I recruit? Jimmy, it's great. You can show me how to get leads. No problem. I've got to get people to work those leads. How do I find good talent? And here is the secret. Number one, you need to establish who is the ideal candidate for you and your agency. And I really mean that. You have to establish, what does this person look like? Not necessarily physically, but what does this person look like as far as their culture and what industry do they come from? Once you can start figuring those two things out, then you need to make a list of industries that you can go recruit from. Now, I don't know what it's like in your area. I consult with agencies across the country, and I really have figured out that it's been the same in just all states and all regions and all counties and than it is in my own and just from where I've had my businesses. Typically, there will be sales producers that will rotate offices. And what I mean by that is not always getting someone that's licensed is going to be the best candidate for you. It just isn't, okay? So you need to really think about that. What are other industries that you could recruit from that is where that ideal person is working today that you can pay to get licensed or they can pay to get licensed and you can reimburse them, but they have the skill sets and the talents, but they're fresh to the industry. And that's really where the secret is. And if you're doing this, great. The one thing I would say is use some tools like LinkedIn. Facebook, I haven't really had a lot of success with marketing on Facebook, but LinkedIn, I've had so much success going into other industries. And here's what I love to say. Whether I'm emailing them, whether I find out, how to get in touch with them and I call them and I say, hey, look, my name is fill in the blank. I'm looking to grow my agency and I want to get some talent just like yourself. Do you know anyone that may be interested? And they're going to say, well, tell me about it. And you can tell them about it. And obviously that could turn into a great prospect, or you tell them about it and they tell a friend about it. The birds of a feather flock together, and it's really true. We talk about it a lot even in prospecting. So you need to have that same approach for recruiting and going into those industries. And I'm not saying that you can't get someone that has been in the industry with a license that won't be good. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that if that's not working for you, go outside the industry, but go to the industries that really kind of have synergies. The mortgage industry, the banking industry, retail. Really any type of retail where they're just dealing with customers. Sometimes they have to work long hours, weekends, and holidays, and you can really offer more of a stable environment, but still that's that go-getter mentality that just loves working with the public. So I hope that kind of helped going through some things. And I know that it's not magic. There's no magic bullet to this. And you may be thinking everything that you just heard, tell you something you don't know. But go through and really be honest with yourself. Are you doing these things? And are you doing them consistently? And if you are, great, you'll get results. And if you're not, I just challenge you just to do them consistently. And I know that you'll get top talent for your agency.